teach you how to place text in a website using HTML and CSS. This is part 2 of all the videos that I'm going to make of HTML and CSS. If you haven't already, please see part 1 using the link in the description. So let's get started. In the last video, I added these codes here, which are the basic HTML and CSS codes to get started on the website. Today I'm going to add text to my website. First, I want a large title saying sushi. To do this, I will need to place the body tags. The body tag should be placed right after the head tags, and the body tags are to make sure that everything inside, all the code inside those tags, gets shown onto the web page. And when making a tag, the start of the tag should have an open angle bracket, the name of the tag, and in this case, since we're making the body tag, the name of the tag would be body, and then a close angle bracket. And then the end of the tag would have an open angle bracket, then a slash, then the name of the bracket, which is body, and finally the closing angle bracket. And anything in here would be shown onto the web page. And please keep in mind that not every tag has a starting bracket and a closing bracket. Sometimes they just have one tag that you have to use. And since I want a large title, I would use the H1 tags. There are a bunch of other tags such as H2, H3, and H4. H1 is used for big text such as titles, and H2 is used for big text but not as big as H1, so something like subtitles. And H3 is much smaller than H2, and H4 is smaller than H3. And in order to place the H1 tags, first I'll place all the text inside the body tags so it could get shown onto my website. And I would make an open angle bracket, H1, close angle bracket, and to end the H1 tag, I'm going to put an open angle bracket, a slash, and then H1, and a close angle bracket. And to place my title in between there, I would put my title, sushi, right in between those two tags. And to see if this has worked, we can save what we've done so far and reload the page over here. And as you can see here, there's a giant word called sushi, which is going to be the title of my website. And let's say if we wanted to give more information about sushi, then we could put a tag under the title with a smaller size text, such as H3. In order to do that, we could place it right under the H1, and we'll do an open angle bracket, H3, close angle bracket. And to close the H3 tag, we would just do the same thing as we did, except with the slash. And to put my description about sushi, I would say something like, sushi is one of my favorite types of food. Then if we press save and reload this page, you can see here that it showed up. But let's say I want to emphasize the word favorite in the sentence by making it italicized so it could give it more context. Then I would put in front of the word favorite EM as in emphasis. And to close the EM bracket, we would, right after the word favorite, we'll just use the closing version of emphasis. So now the two EM tags are right around the word favorite, which means that everything inside these EM tags, it's going to be italicized. And let's say if we want to make this word over here, sushi, bold, so the audience know that, hey, this website is about sushi, then I would do pretty similar to what I've done with the EM tags, but instead of EM, I would use strong. So in front of the word sushi, I'll put the opening tag of strong, which is open angle bracket, the word strong, and then the close angle bracket. And after sushi, I'll put the closing strong tag. So if we were to save what we've done so far and reload the page, then you could see that the word sushi is bolded and favorite is now italicized. And once we are done, we could add more text, such as a list of items that is needed to make sushi. So if we were to make a list that tells the audience about the ingredients in order to make sushi, we can use the UL tag. And the UL tags, which is open angle bracket, UL, and close angle bracket, and the closing of that is pretty simple. It's just that with the slash. And anything in between here would be a bullet point. So to do this, we could place an open angle bracket, LI, and then a close angle bracket. And to close this, it would be something like this. So for our first bullet point, since the main ingredient of sushi is rice, we could place rice inside the LI bracket. For the second bullet point, we could place another ingredient of sushi, such as seaweed. And to close off this LI tag, we just use the closing LI tag. And to make more bullet points, you could continue using this LI tag. And to see what we've done so far, let's save and reload the page. And as you can see here, the rice and the seaweed has been bullet pointed and shown on the website. So to make more bullet points, you could use as many LI tags as you want, as long as it's in the UL tags. And I'm gonna fast forward this part so I can finish this list on my website. Okay, now I finished this list. And if we click File, Save, and we reload the page, the full list is here. But we should add some sort of subtitle to tell the audience what kind of list this is. And in order to do this, I can use the H2 tags, which are just like the H1 tags, but a smaller size. And H2 tags are open angle bracket, H2, close angle bracket. And to close off this tag, it would be open angle bracket / H2 and close angle bracket. And I would like this subtitle to be called Sushi Ingredients. And if we file and save and we reload the page, our subtitle Sushi Ingredients also shows up here too. And there's also another type of list that we could add onto our website, and instead of a bullet point list, it would be a numbered list. To do this, we would use the OL tags. So let's say if I wanted to give my audience the instructions on how to make sushi, then I'll use these kind of bullet points. So to start, we place the open angle bracket, OL and close angle bracket. And also just like the UL tags, we could use the LI code. So we could use the start of the LI code and the ending of the LI code. So for our first step, we could say something like take a bowl and place 2 cups of rice in it. Then to make the second step, we just use the LI tags again and place in the second step of making sushi, which is to put in 1/4 cup of rice vinegar into the bowl. And you can continue to make more steps using these codes. I'm gonna also fast forward this part to finish the list. So now that the list is finished, let's save and reload the page to see whether or not it shows up on our website. And it does show up. And since we have the steps to make sushi, we should probably tell the audience who's going to be viewing our website what this list is about. And in order to do this, we can use the H2 tag again and place in steps to make sushi, for example. And finally, if we reload the page, it shows up on there. And now it's very organized, so our viewers can know which list is which. And if sometimes you might forget what this code is about, you could write a note to yourself that won't register in the computer. So the note is just for us to make us remember, or to add some notes that we might need to include. So if I think in the future I'm gonna forget the OL codes, then I could place open angle bracket, exclamation mark, and close angle bracket. Anywhere between the exclamation mark and the closed angle bracket, you could place your note at. So you could say the OL codes is the numbered list. And after, when you're done with this, the computer would ignore this because this here is just for you. So if you ever need a reminder or to take some notes when you're doing this, you could always place these little codes in. And finally, our website is looking more like a website. And this is the end of today's video. I hope it helps. See you next time.